Someone just dropped a comment that is very funny saying that why am I saying Nigeria is good? That they watch international news. You know already what the news people do. If you are following the news to you see everything I've said to South Africans were things that people experienced firsthand. It wasn't in the news. Because if I want to follow the news to say things about South Africa, I will be saying things as I'll be misinformed. So whatever it is I'm saying in about South Africa, or I said about South Africa, were things that people firsthand experienced. So they were talking about their experience in South Africa. You can never see anybody who told you that they came to live in Nigeria and they were robbed. They were consistently robbed. They were waylaid. They had a car hijack, or somebody gave them drug to take, or somebody took undue advantage of them. You cannot hear anybody tell you that. If anybody is saying that, let us show me the YouTube channel, let me go and watch it. Do you understand? So Nigeria is not that kind of place where you are having the insecurity you hear about. Nigeria is, they say, it's in the north, but people still travel to the north. There's a guy I met. He is not from the north, but he said he prefers to live in Kaduna, in Kano. And I used to feel that Kano was so hostile, only for the guy to tell me that everything we are hearing in the news, because I have never been to Kano before, he said everything we hear in the news is different from what is on ground. So until you speak to somebody who is from Nigeria, and you people like us, or let's say a foreigner who had lived in Nigeria or who is living in Nigeria, and you have sat with him or her to talk about Nigeria, you cannot tell me, use what you say you watch international news. Watching international news that has nothing to do with what is actually happening in Nigeria. But if somebody tells you, who has lived in Nigeria, tells you that Nigeria, they do, Nigerians, you will not hear that they just met somebody and kpai the person and shot the person, but it's done in your place. Like in your place, you people don't spread bad news, but in Nigeria, they spread bad news. They talk about the bad, the good, the ugly. They bring it to social media, and that is why you people have the nerve to be talking to us. I've told you, South Africans, that somebody came to my comments and asked me if South Africans took my man or took our men. No, South Africans cannot take our men because their women cannot even be measured to our women. You already know that. South African women cannot, and that is why a lot of them are in Lagos, in Lekki. Most of your women, they interview them on a content creator will interview them, and when they ask them why do you like Nigerian men, see, Nigerian men are different. Egungun is one content creator. You can go and search him out, check out Egungun. You see that he has interviewed a lot of South African women, and what was their discussion? Why do they date Nigerian men and don't date their own men? And they always come back to say that Nigerian men are more caring. Will you rather date a stingy person? You definitely want to date somebody that is caring. Nigerian men are very caring. So whatever it is that they are telling you in the mainstream media, in the print media, whatever social media, just know that they are misinforming you. Nigeria is such a pleasant place. It's such a sweet place. And like I kept saying, if you meet a Nigerian, they'll want to give you a gift. Nigerians are very giving. Nigerians are forgiving also. And that is why I decided to just leave you guys to breathe. After I told you my mind, in South Africa, they may not have been showing you people news. I don't know if you have televisions there. Maybe that's why you don't watch the news. So all the lies they told you about Nigeria, you are going to know the truth very soon. By the time we will be interviewing a lot of people who have lived in Nigeria but are not Nigerians. You would know the truth, and you will stop being fed by people who are busy talking trash, who do not know what they are saying. If Nigeria was bad, the American embassy would have been shut down. If Nigeria was bad, the UK government, the UK consulate, all of them will not be doing adverts asking Nigerians to come and school. Because if you go to the UK, the Nigerian people give the UK the highest revenue in academics, because Nigerians love to go to school. Well, for the South Africans, I know that you are not just dull when it comes to being creative. You are also mentally dull, and I would excuse you for dropping on my comment section. And just when I'm saying, okay, let me allow you you have some breathing space, some of you still come under my comment section to drop lies. Like one has said that they used to watch international news, and you think international news will tell you the truth more than somebody who has experienced it. No, they will not. They won't be able to tell you that truth. So these are things you don't know about Nigeria. They've been lying to you. They keep going to social media, lying to you, giving you fake news, and you believe them. The only news I believe of South Africa, and that is why I didn't go to I didn't go to the news to pick out what is going on in South Africa, because if I do that, I'll be misinformed. I mentioned that earlier. But I went straight. Where did I go to? Straight to somebody who has lived, who is still living, and has people in South Africa. First-hand information. The person was telling his own experience about South Africa. So I believe the person, and I know that the person is telling his own truth. He did videos about South Africa, and he was saying his truth and everything that happened to him and his family in that country. So I cannot overemphasize the fact that whatever you hear on the media about Nigeria that is negative is false. It's false. So somebody had said that our president, it was because of money. That was why our president's jet was seized. It was. You see, when documentation is not complete over a property you bought, you definitely have to. They will seize it for you to bring documentation, isn't that? So you people are talking about we borrowing money. Yes, Nigerian government borrows money, but at least we still have the integrity to borrow money. But we cannot say same for you South Africans, because when you borrow, you don't pay. So your own borrowing, you don't even have who to borrow you again. You understand? You don't have who to borrow you again. So that's why you are feeling bad and left out in the borrowing culture. A very intelligent politician once said that it is very okay for you to borrow for business, right? So if our government borrow for things that are frivolous, for frivolous things, we will call them to order. And that is why we have the Senate, we have the House of Reps. And then if it comes down to the grassroots, we have the House of Assembly and all of those things. And we have a community, or let's say an agency called the ICPC. We have an agency also called the EFCC. So every one of those people go out there to do their job. And when they find you wanting, they will arrest you, prosecute you, and you will face your charges. So basically, whatever the news they are feeding you with in the international media, since you believe them so much, let them come down to Nigeria and do an interview of one-on-one. Let them hear the people talk about the culture of Nigeria, talk about what is going on in Nigeria. That's the only way you can believe them. There's no how in Nigeria somebody, like, I've left my home a couple of times and I will not lock it, and I still came back and met it okay. Nigeria may not have gotten to where they are supposed to be because of wrong policies, wrong government policies, but Nigeria is not anywhere near all the negative news that the print media, the international news is spreading. Do you understand? Nigeria is a blessed country. Nigeria is a place that, if Nigeria was bad, like the way the international media is painting it, I won't be here now. Why do I love my country so much? Why do you think Nigeria will be bad and I'll be here? No. I used to say it. If Nigeria was bad, as you all make it feel or seem, I don't think I'll be in Nigeria. Don't I love my life? But some of you say South Africans, Nigerians should remain in their place. Why are they traveling? Why are South Africans traveling? Why are they in Nigeria? Why are they in Singapore? Why are they in Australia? Why are they in some South Africans are in Cameroon. They are in Ghana. They are all over. South Africans are all over. There is no country that you will not say you saw a foreigner. You must see somebody who is not from that country living there. So when you want to make your arguments, make it such that it doesn't look lame. You understand? Because as far as you keep coming to my comment section to say things that are not true, I'll always come out to debunk it. Yes, that's my duty as a true Nigerian, as a patriotic Nigerian. So all these videos you are seeing me, I'm making these videos from a car, a moving car. So just look at how clean green, beautiful Nigeria is. Like, do you understand? This is not even the city. Oh, these places you are seeing is not the city of Abuja. Oh. All these places you are seeing is not the city. Oh. Is the satellite towns of Abuja that you are seeing, that I was showing you. They are the satellite towns of Abuja. So if you now enter the city, what will you be saying? Do you understand? Don't worry. I'll do a drone view. I'll give people a drone tour of Abuja soon so that you will see it and you will marvel. By the time I'm done showing you the drone view of Abuja, you can see now the inner city is that side. We are passing it. By the time I'm done showing you the a drone view of Abuja, it will be maybe a 1 hour or 2 hours video, but you would see how beautiful Abuja is. It's not by driving in a car and just showing you this, ones that are not even looking so fantastic. Let me do a drone view for you. Next time when you see people talk about Nigeria in a bad light, you will stand your ground and know that no. Do you understand? Nigeria is sweet. Nigeria is a place where I can just come out, get a land, the plant. Look at my garden. I have the garden here where I get my vegetables to cook. I don't need to go to the market to buy, And I've been doing this garden for the longest. So when next somebody wants to lie to you and tell you bad things about Nigeria, the media don't want to show you the good things because they want to keep making there are some of those international media that project these things so that they will tell them, oh yeah, come, let's give you, they will do funding for them to bring to Nigeria and they will pocket the money. You don't know. A lot of people are selling Nigeria in a bad light because of their personal gains, not because it's the actual fact of what is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is a very blessed country. I must tell you this for free. Very blessed. The other day I spoke with my friend's husband who is in the UK. He said it. He said, but for government policies, what is he doing in the UK? There they work paycheck to paycheck. But in Nigeria, you can even see a brother and say, bro, I'm hungry, and they will give you money. But there you cannot. You pay for everything. In the UK, you pay for everything. In the US, you pay for everything. You work paycheck to paycheck, no rest. But you see, Nigeria, you can go to your neighbor's house and you eat. We are not hungry. We have enough food, and that is why the other day I did a video where I showed you how our market is. Enough food everywhere. Do you understand? So when next you want to talk about Nigeria, talking about international media, the international media don't show what the good side of Nigeria. They keep projecting us as bad. But no matter how much they paint us bad, the good people will know that it's a lie. And if you are intelligent enough, you should be able to know wrong from right. Thank you for watching.